Hey everyone, got a little bit of time, so I thought I'd do a sales update video. Some stuff I sold over the last couple of weeks. Yeah, maybe 16, 17 items, not quite sure, so maybe a little long. We'll see how it goes, but hopefully your sales are good. I had a pretty, April was my worst month so far. I'm not sure why. Probably tax season, a bunch of different reasons, I'm sure, but first couple weeks of May has been a little better. The first item I sold was this Barber beige shirt, Montreal collar. Here's a look at the tag, regular fit. It's a size large. You got to be careful, especially with tags like this in European brands. I had initially had it listed as an XL because I'm complacent at times, it seems, and a buyer actually corrected me or just double checking that. And in the USA, it's a large. In Europe, it's an XL. But we're a bigger kind of people in the U.S., so it's a large. So just be on the lookout for that. I've sold some Barber stuff. It's a pretty nice brand, and I usually get decent money for it. This one, it was nothing special. Kind of boring, kind of plain, but I did get 18 bucks for it. Paid about $4 at a Goodwill, so definitely a good brand to pick up. Next up is a brand I love to sell. It's Ralph Lauren. This is Ralph Lauren Classic Fit Oxford dress shirt. One of the two big reasons I picked this one up is, and I don't mean big as a pun, it's a 4XL big, new with tags, so that had a lot going for it. The only downside, and I didn't notice this until I brought it home, was it looks like someone at the Goodwill decided to run it over with a cart or whatever. There was like a black tire mark on the collar, and I didn't want to wash it. I didn't want to, so I disclosed in the listing. I listed it as a new defect. So misleading the customer. I accepted the best offer on this of $45, and it's going to the United Kingdom. So it was a good sale. I picked it up for $5, which I was really surprised Goodwill priced it like that. They must have made a big mistake. Normally this would have been like a $15 shirt at least with the tags, you know. It would have especially priced up. I got it for $5, so I made a good 30, 35 bucks on it. Next up is a pair of shoes. I don't sell too many shoes, but I found these at a Goodwill outlet, so I was in these for less than $1. Just a nice pair of Converse Chuck Taylor All Stars. I don't know too much about shoes, so I priced them with what they were selling for. They didn't have the laces, and I just closed that. They're unisex shoes, so men's 9, women's 11. And I accepted the best offer of, I believe it was $20 plus shipping, so I got $26 for them. They went in a flat rate envelope for $4.95, so that was nice. Maybe a padded flat rate for $5.35. I don't entirely remember, but it was a good sale. I made 15 bucks on them probably after fees and all that. So they didn't take too long to sell. They took me a week, maybe two, if I relisted them, but definitely a good sale there. Next up is a Saks Fifth Avenue sweater, like a polo sweater. It's a really soft, cozy looking sweater. It's a woolen silk made in Italy. Really nice, really classy. I believe I accepted a best offer of $23 and one global shipping program to Australia, I want to say. Really nice orange color, really soft. Took a little bit to sell. I was asking $29.99, and I took 23 bucks. So I was only in there for probably $4 or $5. So Saks Fifth Avenue, very expensive department store brand. So couldn't pass on that. Next up was my most expensive sale in the last couple of weeks. This is a very nice, very ugly, looks like your grandma's couch. Burberry London dress shirt, nice floral design. It's vintage. When you see the S in Burberry's, they dropped the S in the 90s, I believe. So this is at least 90s, made in the USA, XL, 100% cotton. And I got 74 bucks for it. I was only in this for $2.50. I've had it since September of last year, and I had it for so long, and the pictures were just ridiculously awful. They were when I first got started. You couldn't even tell what the color of the shirt was. So what I did was I threw it on the mannequin, took some new pictures, and in 3 days it sold for full asking price. And I was sitting on this shirt for I think $79 for 6-7 months. So it just goes to show you the power of good pictures. So be on the lookout for this brand. It's obviously very expensive, very, very high name brand. Burberry, look for the S. Burberry gives it a little bit of age. Next up is everyone's favorite brand, Old Navy. This is a pair of jeans, both 32 or 34, 32. Nothing special, nothing, I wouldn't have picked these up if I didn't get them for $1 a piece. And I sold them as a lot for $27.95. And they sold in the same day. I sold overnight from the full asking price. So if you can get jeans cheap, no matter the brand, even if you get them for $1 or $2 and you sell them for $12 a piece, you're still getting a quick $5 bill every time. So if I pick up jeans for $1, or if I get the opportunity to pick them up for $1 or less, it's a no-brainer, even if it's a brand I've never heard of. You got to keep in mind there's 300 million people in this country, and just about all of us wear jeans. So the market is just huge for people that buy and wear jeans. So it doesn't have to be name brand, Old Navy, nothing special, but it still made $15 easy on those, pretty quick. What is this? This is a nice Levi's denim button front shirt. It's a jacket. It's thinner. It's just a button shirt. It has the nice metallic buttons. You can see. Really nice shirt, size XL. Had a little miscoloration mark there. I noted it. Nothing crazy. This sold the same day for my full asking price of $24.95. Just a nice button front. Everyone knows Levi's. Everyone loves Levi's. I actually picked up an actual denim jacket. It has an orange tab instead of a red tab. So I gotta do a little homework on that, but maybe you could get $40 for that. So I see Levi's. I love Levi's. It always sounds good. Being in Maine, can't have a video without LL Bean. This is a nice 2XL LL Bean thermal shirt. It's a nice red color. Cotton and 3% lycra, elastane, whatever the hell that is. And then there's some spandex. That's a nice LLB logo there with the trees. And I sold this for $20 plus $6 shipping. So wasn't in this for a whole lot, and it sold relatively quickly. So I was pretty excited about that. Just set my power saver on because I'm dying over here. Computer. Next up is a pair of North Face board shorts. They have the nice logo print on them. Put that as a keyword. They're kind of like board shorts. Picked these up at the Goodwill outlet. So I was in them for like 50 cents or so. And these finally sold after a while for $20. I love North Face. It's a good brand, good outdoors brand. Good brand to sell. Pretty expensive new stuff. Good sell there. Next up is a very nice looking Hugo Boss polo shirt. Hugo Boss does okay for me. I thought it was more expensive than, more a quick sell than I thought. Sometimes I have to sit on this. This actually sold quicker than other Hugo Boss stuff I picked up. I think I sold this in less than a week for $20. Just a nice polo shirt. It really had a nice color to it, a nice sheen to it. It's kind of shiny. Nice looking shirt. It was a size large, regular fit. Take another look at the tag. Hugo Boss. If I see it and it's relatively inexpensive to pick up, I'll sell it because it's of course a nice brand. Very desirable brand. High end. So love me some Harley Davidson. This is a nice Harley Davidson Las Vegas, Nevada t-shirt. I threw in some nice keywords: Sin City, casino, gambling. Harley t-shirts. They're hit or miss. Sometimes they sell really well, like this one, which sold for $22.50 in a day or two. Sometimes you gotta sit on them. And the biggest selling point with them is subject matter. Who doesn't love Las Vegas? Look how pretty this is. It's got, the casinos. It's got that, classic Vegas vibe to it. So here's a picture of the front. Just an overall nice looking t-shirt. The size small. And I've had good luck with Harley Davidson stuff. If it's, a state or a location that's has a little less traffic, or the design a little less, exciting, you might not get as much for them. But definitely a big market for Harley Davidson stuff. Another Saks Fifth Avenue piece. This is just a women's jacket. Took me a while to sell this, but I finally did. Size 8 petite. I don't normally do women's clothing, but I found this at the Goodwill outlet. So I was in there for 50 cents, so I threw it in my cart. I got $23 delivered for this, and the buyer, she said it fit her perfectly, and my feedback, she loved it. So I was in this for $23. It cost me, or I sold it for $23. Paid 50 cents, cost me about $7 to ship it. So I probably made a good $10, $12, so I made 25 times my money. Can't beat that. Some more Ralph Lauren. This is a Ralph Lauren full-length trench coat. Khaki, beige, what have you. Size large. Just a nice coat. Paid $6 for this at a Goodwill, which is cheaper than I ever thought they'd sell it for. But did have a few marks on it, the discoloration marks that I didn't feel like having a dry clean. I just disclosed everything. I accepted a best offer of $35 plus $8 shipping, and it went global shipping program to Australia. I gave the buyer a good deal. I probably could have held out and got closer to 50 for it if I wanted to, but the buyer was paying $30 in shipping to Australia through the global shipping program. So just wanted to get rid of it. It takes up a lot of space, and I made 25, $30 on it after fees and stuff. So good stuff there. Next up is a pair of hydraulic jeans. These are juniors, size 3 or 4. The only reason I picked them up is they're new with tags. Retail for $37. Got these at the Goodwill outlet. So I was in them for, pennies. Then they sold for $20. And the buyer said her daughter loved them. So can't beat that. Sold for $20, cost me $4.95 to ship. So I probably made a good $13, $14 on these. Maybe $12, $11, $12 on these. You spend 50 cents, you make $12. Do that 100 times, you're going places. Last 3 items, guys. This is a pair of, a lot of 3 full Ralph Lauren shirts. Nice 2 stripes, 1 solid brown. The buyer sent me an offer of $40 through a message. I didn't have best offer on it, but they said, if you let me have them for $40, I'll buy them right now. And that was a no-brainer. And I paid on average of $3 for these. I was in these for $9. Sold for $40. If I get a bunch of these in the same size, I always lot them up because it's a lot easier to sell 3 of them at a discounted price than individually. Since the market is so saturated with these kind of Ralph Lauren polos. But you can get them for $2 or $3 a piece or less. Pick them up, list them for $13, $15, and take that to the bank. Next up is a very nice coat. The brand is Willis and Geiger. This is the first time I've seen this brand, but I know it's expensive. This khaki leather trims, nice jacket. Size is XL. Here's a look at the tag. eBay wants to let me see it. There you go. Willis and Geiger Outfitters. Very nice, expensive brand. Very nice looking coat. The buyer and I went back and forth with offers and finally settled at $65. Delivered, it cost me only less than $6 to ship it. It weighed 4 pounds, but the buyer's in relatively close to me, so the shipping in a regional A box was nice and cheap. Like I said, it's a good brand. Keep your eye out for it. I paid about $6 or $7 for this coat at Goodwill. Sold it for 65, and I made just under $50 after fees and stuff. So definitely a good sale there. Last but not least, guys, this is a Tommy Bahama. Love this brand. I always pick it up if I see it. Not always. If it's expensive, if they're asking $10 for a plain shirt, I pass on it. But this was a 2XL and 100% new linen. So two great, nice selling features. Nothing too wild with it. It has a nice look to it. I usually like the ones that have the nice embroideries or the flowers on them, the nice bright colors. But this was 2XL, and it sold in the same day. I accepted the best offer for $23. I didn't even have to hang it up. Went right from listing and right into flat rate envelope, and then the same night. So I paid $4 for it. Sold it for $23. It cost me $4.95 to ship, and I made some good profit on that. That's my video, guys. I hope that didn't take too long. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys have sold. Maybe school me on some stuff I should look out for. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Appreciate you watching. If you liked it, like the video, comment, and have a good rest of your day. Happy selling.